Hi, my name is Rachel. For my observation, I observed at Children's Learning Adventure in North Las Vegas, Miss April's 2-year-old classroom on Friday, November 11th at 10 a.m. During my observation, the assessments I noticed the most were formative and authentic. The teacher was observing the children throughout the whole time. She had a notepad near her and would write down certain observations. I was able to read some of her observations, and I noticed they were all anecdotal notes on, different children on the classroom, on different observations she had made. During an activity for writing letters, there were 2 different tables, one teacher at each table with a group of children. I noticed one of the tables, most of the children were just scribbling on their paper, while at the other table it seemed the children were kind of more so tracing the letter. They were working on the letter O this week. The teachers at both the tables were helping them and kind of showing them how you go about tracing. In this week's lesson, we learned that formative assessment occurs before or during instruction. Its intent is to help the teacher in planning and improving their instruction. Formative assessment refers to the ongoing assessment carried out by teachers, both formally and informally, during unity of work. The result of formative assessments have a direct impact on the teacher's material strategies employed immediately following the assessment. Results and observations are kept in teacher record books or children's own books. We also learned that authentic assessment is when the child is not being tested and is done in a natural circumstance. Authentic assessment involves having students complete meaningful, complex, open-ended learning activities that result in authentic product aligned with the curriculum and individual learning goals. I do agree with the form of assessment the teacher were using during my observation. The teachers were taking anecdotal notes while observing the children and collecting some of their work. This will later help her see how each of the children are doing in their development, since the age group she is working with is so young and children typically develop their skills in a specific order. It will also help her determine if the children are developing on track or possibly have a developmental issue that could be addressed at an early age. Another form of assessment that would be beneficial to use, even with this age group as young as they are, is diagnostic assessment. To accurately understand what students know and what they are able to do from the beginning of the year is critical in designing instruction for them that challenges but does not overwhelm them. If when each child started in the 2-year-old classroom, well, for this example, the 2-year-old classroom, the teacher tested them on their developmental skills they had at the beginning of their start and took notes throughout the year. And then before they moved on to the next age group, the teacher would be able to see their growth or lack of. From her findings, she would then be able to, adjust her curriculum accordingly throughout the year. Assessment is a part of everyday life at every age. Assessment is a process of collecting information about individuals or groups for the purpose of making decisions. As a teacher, it is really imperative that you do assess your students to ensure you're meeting all of their needs.